Hello, how are we doing, chat? How are we doing? Are we doing good? Are we chilling? Are we vibing? Are we having a good day? Naf King, how we doing? And how we doing? It's a Saturday. It's my last Saturday before I go back to work. I don't want to go back to work, man. I want to stay off forever and ever 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 and ever. I don't want to go back. Don't want to go back to doing work, man. Monday's my first day back. Feels bad, man. Feels rough. Feels sad. It feels like a big Pep moment. Pep. How are we all doing today? How are we doing? Are we chilling? We having a good weekend? Are we vibing? Anyone done anything good today? Or since last stream, you know? I mean, last stream was 2 days ago, so anyone do anything good yesterday they want to share? Any cool things going on? What did I do yesterday? I actually played Jackbox Party Pack 11 for the first time yesterday. Played a couple of games with some mates. It was actually quite fun. There's some good stuff in there. Some fun stuff in there. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff, man. We're gonna play more Danganronpa today as well. As you'd expect, we've got the trial for I can't remember, an Chiori or something. I can't remember what she's called. That guy's a fat of muffled 89. How you doing, Fireman? Are you doing good? Are you vibing? Are you chilling? You having a good day? Here we go. Danganronpa. There we go. Look at that. Whoa. Today my voice is going to get a break as well because we're going into the trial and it's fully voice acted. So time for me to forget all about the voices because I don't need to use them today. They're all going. They're all disappearing. To be fair, I guess the trial will probably take us majority of the stream, right? I would imagine. The first one was quite long, about 2 or 3 hours, so I'll take a good chunk of the stream. God, it's 2026. That's crazy, isn't it? That's crazy. I think that's the most recent, isn't it? Or is it that one? No, it is that one, isn't it? I think. Yeah, I think I saved over that one on purpose. This one should be right outside of the courtroom. They only did VO for the first trial, mate. I swear down, if they only did VO for the first trial, I'm going to be distraught. I just want you to know that. What happens if I refuse to go to the trial and try and go somewhere else? Oh, okay. I just thought I'd try it. The Christmas Catboy's back. Oh my god, is that Derp chat? How you doing, Derp? And how you doing, the Vegas? Are you both doing good? Are you both vibing? You both chilling? Is Byakuya your primary suspect? He's sus. Who else is on the cards? I think Turco's a red herring. I just get the impression she's a red herring. Shall we have a look at all the clues, actually? Try and get a good read of what's going on. So, we know the rug was moved, so it's probably a guy. Due to her inferiority complex about being weak, she admired strength more than anything else. You need a male one for the boys' locker room. What if Leon's... They could have nicked Leon's e-handbook to get into the boys, and then used their own to get into the girls. But likelihood is that he used hers to get in the girls. Been at work today, but only a little bit, which was a good choice because you're already knackered. Yeah, I'm going to be so destroyed on Monday. I know I am. She was close to a man, so a man could have easily got her trust and killed her. Now, we know that's been switched with the other one, and we know that's been switched, so the murder definitely happened in the mail room. By the sound of it. The clothes thing is weird, isn't it? The exercise clothes, because we don't know what's happened with those. This is definitely less straightforward than the first one. Because, you know, they haven't written the killer's name on the wall. What time did she see her in the... Right before 10, she saw her with the exercise clothes. Do you know where the dumbbell came from? I guess in the guy's room. If she was drawn to strength... You know, they could say it was a strong person, but Byakuya did say no one else knows about the Genocide Jack stuff that he told us. Now, likelihood is he could have been bullshitting about it. And it's him. I had a trash day at work. Was the other guy rostered one? Wait, you were at work alone? Derp? That is shit. That is shit. We're gonna go in. I think more things will become apparent in this next room before we go in as well. I think they'll give us more details like they did last time.
Yeah, so, is everyone ready or what? Am I blind or am I missing someone?
Yo. Yeah, Toko's not here.
And Toko is?
You really don't remember?
Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please.
Is she gonna be dead as well? What if she's dead too? Had a couple of managers on, but I was the only one person on my team. That's pretty shit. This was the only trial in this game that I didn't actually guess pretty much the outcome correctly. It's, I do think with everything you've got there, at the moment, there's not any solid evidence, like, you know, there's no name written or anything like that. And just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him.
I told him! I didn't want to! But he forced me! I can't believe you would drag a girl around! Terrible! You're terrible! So now everybody's here, right? Okay then, hustle out to the elevator. Let's get this show on the road.
I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro.
Chihiro? Chihiro Fujisaki? She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her.
I do have a theory that they might have gone with Chihiro. And I think it could be this, but this would be insane. This would be insane. Right. So, you know, in anime, sometimes they like this is maybe an outdated thing, but they used to have like male characters that dressed as girls. Like there's one in Steins Gate. It's probably more so trans, but at the time, I don't think in Steins Gate they used the term trans. So, what if Chihiro is a male that looks female, dresses female, presents as female? So she would have been in the boys' changing room getting changed, and she wanted to hide that. And someone else killed her in there, used one of the old books from the main hall to get into the female changing room and tie her up in there. Because the murder happened in the male room. Now, I find it unlikely that Chihiro would be in the male room otherwise, right? Like, would you agree to go into the male changing room with someone else if you're shy of working out? I don't know. Your kink shaming? Well, no. I was just thinking because Chihiro has a similar vibe to that character from Steins Gate, right? It's look. All I'm saying is, anime was well. This is an older game, right? So just with how it was presented in anime and stuff back then, it's just a theory. I'm just saying it's a possibility. It's a very crazy idea, and that would be a very good twist. But I don't know if they'll do that. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that, and that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. You ready? We doing this?
Well then.
I will uncover the villain who performed such heinous acts on a weaker individual. I don't know why the killer did what they did, but I'm sure it'll work itself out. Justice always prevails, right, bro? You don't know? I can only think of one example, which is Steins Gate, but I know it was definitely more of a thing. I know there's definitely other examples out there where a character looks female but has been male in the past. Or look, I guess that was before trans was like quite a big label though that they used. Called femboys.
Shall we go?
I don't know the terms, man. Femboys, there we go. I wasn't gonna fight him. I don't know what's right these days, to be fair. Without possibly causing offense. I didn't want to risk it. Steam library suggests otherwise.
How very sad.
Miss Fujisaki, I will admit, for being 3D, she was quite remarkable. Of course, just the idea of 3D makes me cringe.
I already
come
talked.
on.
Fucking Toko, man. What's got her so worked up? She's too obvious. She's too much of a red herring. Guess I wasn't much help at all in this one. Haha. There is something odd about Toko's behavior. I do not think mere shock is enough to explain it. I gave you plenty to work with. Show us how far your logic can take you. Who's my favourite and least favourite character? I'm not crazy about Taka. If I'm honest. I mean, him being... I'd just like to point something out. So he is seen as the ultimate moral compass. I don't know, the way he's dressed is giving something else. Knee-high boots, armband. All I'm saying. What if? What? What? What do you mean? What? That doesn't give ultimate moral compass to me. I think I like Hifumi just because he's basically Twitch chat, isn't he? You need to watch more anime. I have seen Japanese high school uniforms, but he's got a medal. I don't think I've ever seen an armband on one. Correct me if I'm wrong. Don't think I have. You called him Mussolini. Amd is with me on that. We have no choice, right? We have to do this. Yes.
I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. Couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground.
Who's my favourite? I quite like Kyoko, but she does have a question mark, which makes me think, what if she's the ultimate killer? But also, Byakuya seem to know too much about this case. So I like Kyoko, I do like Kyoko. But I'm sus of her. I'm sus of her, I'm sus of Byakuya. I don't know where this one's gonna go. I quite like Kyoko, I quite like Celeste. Mondo's alright. It's a thing called disciplinary committee in Japanese high schools. Tend to have those armbands. It's a bit weird, isn't it, though? Bit weird. You're infatuated with Celeste. There's something about her that she's just not trustworthy, is she? She's definitely going to kill someone. She's going to kill someone before she's killed herself. You don't think... I find armbands quite weird. They're quite a militaristic, you know, piece of wear, apparel. You don't see a normal person go out with an armband. It gives off, like, I don't know, there's an authoritarian vibe to an armband, in my opinion. This guy doesn't leave his town. I've never seen anyone in the UK wear an armband. That's the point. Yeah, I don't like that. Best is obviously Celestia, Goth Mummy. Says Celestia, doesn't even know her name. SMH. SMH. I have, they were Nazis. Oh, yeah. At your local march, you armed? A disciplinary committee wants to be authoritarian. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird.
As we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation, until finally...
It's Celeste, isn't it? It's not Celestia. You telling me she goes by shorthand? Oh yeah, shit. My bad.
Came to a sudden stop.
What's the point in shortening it from Celestia to Celeste? There's not much in it. Just leave it. Authority doesn't immediately mean bad. You need authority for many things in life. No. Get it all gone. No more authority. On my authority, there's going to be no more authority. Is not a big fan of the government. Well, we're all getting political, right? We all vote a government in, and then we all spend the next 4 years complaining about the government. It's not wrong, you know. No one ever goes, the government's doing a really good job. That never, nah. That never happens. That never happens. What's your solution? No more government. That's it. We get rid of the government. It's gone. It's gone. Problem solved. Problem solved. I've solved it. We literally consent to government by voting and paying tax and obeying laws. But we complain about it. You'd be porked the literal day after. Hey, look, it's a great prospect, right? It's a great idea. Great idea. We all complain about the government. We get rid of the government. No more complaining. Easy. I've just solved life's biggest problem.
What do you think? Redecorating. I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting?
Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Very nice.
Good. You're rip-raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
Well,
Okay, then. Let's get this show on the road.
thrills, chills.
Everyone, please find your assigned seats.
Brits complain about everything. We're good at it. We're good at it. We're great at complaining. We're almost as good at complaining as we are with colonizing places. You know, we were great at that. Complaining's like our second greatest skill.
And so, the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial.
What trial are we on? Your name is Celestia Ludenberg? That's fucking crazy, dog. That is crazy. We are on Chihiro's. We've got the Celestia Ludenberg in the chat, guys. Insanity. Oh, fuck. We can't equip everything. This is damage to your opponent when the statement is destroyed. I don't remember how any of this works. So that's going to be a good start, isn't it? You know who I'm sus of? Byakuya, because he told us during the investigation you used genocide documents by heart. Look at this! This is what I said! This is what I said! I said Byakuya seems sus. And I also think Kyoko's sus. Those are my two. I think. My two main ones. Someone who's strong could also be sus, Mondo, and Sakura. We'll see.
Class trial, all rise.
Stand up, chat.
Let's
Go
begin
stand up
with a basic
for the
explanation
trial.
of the class
I'm not standing up
trial.
for 4 hours.
So, your
not.
votes
I
will
can't.
determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone
no.
besides the blackened.
Oh,
And
no.
the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Oh no.
Okay then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon.
First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow.
Oh, come on, it's fucking obvious. It's the fucking dumbbell. There, yeah, exactly that. Like, there isn't a question about it. It's covered in fucking blood.
Fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
Yeah, that's true.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
Come on! I mean... wait, that contradicts. My bad. Yeah, I forgot how this... I told you I forgot how this works.
Chihiro's
How do you fast forward it? Because it's not
appears it was
spacebar,
a head wound.
not shift.
According to the
Ah, there we go.
Monokuma
Control.
What kind of blunt? I bet it was
Uh,
an iron pipe.
No, you're fucking stupid, cunt.
No, that's wrong.
Where'd you getting the pipe from? Really? Idiot.
Can
we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene
In
of the
chapter
crime?
1, the victim was supposed to be Hiro, killed by Hifumi. In the original draft, that's crazy, dog. That's crazy.
It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
No, that's true.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent
Yeah.
with the shape of the dumbbell.
And also, it's just covered in blood. I mean, come on.
As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
No, that would be unneeded, wouldn't it?
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
He's gonna say it's genocide, Jack.
For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Yeah, that... Right. It's clear who it is. Genocide Jack. And who's Genocide Jack? That's a nothing burger. That's like... That's basically just connecting crimes, which is, you know, outside of an isolationist scenario where they're isolated currently, that would be great. It would be really good information to connect two cases in the police investigation. In isolation of those other crimes, dog shit. And he seems sus as fuck, so this seems like he's just using it to his advantage.
Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer? Did he really kill Chihiro?
Oh, fucking hell. What do you mean there's more to it? For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines. So think of them as obstacles in your debate. There's no way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the right mouse button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. If you shoot an actual remark instead of the white noise, time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you have the silencer out. If your action is difficulty set to gentle, white noise won't appear, in which case you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation. Oh, God.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
BAM! Here we go. Get fucking told!
I might know one reason he could be involved.
Right, it's changed it because the animators were tied to Tron Sayaka, who was the basis for the female character models. Now that I think about it, wouldn't violate the no lending rule. Whoever did it could have used either Leon Sayaka or Junko's handbooks to get into the opposite gender locker room. Yes, that is true. Also, no lending doesn't mean you can't steal. But no one's reported theirs have gone missing, so it is likely someone used another person's that has left the school.
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library.
But Chihiro was murdered in the boys' bathroom. How did she get in there? Would she have followed someone in there to help her with training or something? I don't know.
I guess it's some kind
Seems
of
unlikely.
confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
I think
The
Byakuya was
lie of it is
planting
probably
it.
more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that.
No, Byakuya. Let's not forget about that, son.
More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
And the second is they're crucified.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
That gets a sigh from me. That gets a fucking sigh from me. Booblust. Now I can understand why you might not like Hifumi, and you don't like Hifumi either. I like Hifumi because he's basically Twitch chat. This is what you guys. This is what I imagine whenever you guys put something in the chat that's you know sexually charged. Booblast.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
I do look like this.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
The other characteristic? What they don't know, if I'm not mistaken, it has to do with the positioning.
How they're positioned, yeah. They're crucified.
Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police.
So how does
department.
Byaku know about it? Why is Makoto not asked this yet?
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of.
It's Genocide
It's
Jack.
because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way.
No one's asked that yet. How do you guys know about this?
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
No.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
No. It's not.
What?
My first sign every Chara character in game, they're most like. Well, Navagas has volunteered himself for Hifumi. I'm sorry, Navagas, you're Hifumi. I think we all know Lenori is Turka. If Lenori can't be Hifumi, Lenori has to be Turka. And who would Amd be? Amd would be Taka. Because they both like armbands.
Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec.
Lenori's a mix of Turka and Hifumi is the problem. Let me bring up the report cards. No one feels Scottish enough to be Fiven. That's kind of an issue. I would say Byakuyu's derp. Because they're Japanese. Yeah, that is an issue, isn't it? I mean, certain things Hifumi says are very, very Fiven. Can't believe I got hit with Byaku, yeah. Who likes Gamba? Trin likes Gamba, doesn't he? So I'd say Trin would have to be Celestia. And we'll probably Sakura. If you had to guess. Trin is a hacker though. Thought Trin's more like Chihiro. He likes Gamba though. Like if you mention we're gambling, he's like, let's fucking go. I don't know if he's good at it though. I think he won last time we gambled.
Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
I said Navagas was Hifumi, but also FNAF King is very Hifumi. Jishwan. Oh, Jishwan. Yeah, that is true. Jishwang would be Celeste. All right, Chihira's Trin then. I don't know who would be Junko.
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
No one is good enough to be Junko. Wait, no. I might have an answer for Junko. She's got a bunny. She's got a bunny. It's Navagas. That's Navagas. So Hifumi is FNAF King. And then... that's rude. I mean, you would be the one who goes, Rule Blast.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. It's just that she's just one person, but multiple people, right?
Oh, I don't remember how this works. What am I doing here? Concentrate. I don't remember what I'm doing here. Sure, S. C? No? Oh no, there is a C. Schizo! I pressed the Z before and it was like no. Schizo! Oh right, they have health.
Now I understand. Is it
Are we like...
because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
I think you can say schizo still, yeah, because it's just a shorthand for a broad range of disorders like schizophrenia, schizo. There's all kinds of schizoaffective disorder, I think, and things like that. Schizophrenia isn't split personality. No, they're different. They're different. But schizo is like shorthand for schizophrenia, so you do have disorders that just have schizo in front of them. Those are actual names of things. They're not referring to... That is true. That is true. It's kind of used in a derogatory way almost here.
Huh? I think I read that somewhere in the file too.
Wolfram, how you doing?
The suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Again, not schizo.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body
It's
is
clearly
proof
not
enough that
her.
she
We
has a split
fucking know it
personality.
isn't.
One thing that shows Toko could have a split personality, a behavior change.
Got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
Makoto's cancelled. Unbelievable. How you doing, Wolfram? A lot of people call people who are crazy the term, but in reality they're just people who have mental illness they struggle with, but are able to be somewhat normal with therapy. Yeah, I mean that's what mental illness is, isn't it? Really, or what a lot of what people used to call like crazy is. It's mental illness. It's crazy when you've got like a mental disorder. Things just go a bit whack, don't they? Winter break is almost over. Gonna be able to sleep in soon. Doing fantastic as a result. How's Muffo today? I'm doing okay. I'm alive. I'm vibing. The only way you can make it worse is if you drop the O at the end. I have never heard it without the O. I don't really know what you're getting at there, Derp. I don't think there's anything wrong with the term itself. It's using it in a derogatory sense because it is just part of the name of a disorder, like schizoaffective disorder. Like that's not a bad thing. Yeah, I've never heard it said in a, like, you know, without the O. I don't know if is that a racial term or something? I'm guessing, as you say, you can make it worse, or is that like, oh, maybe is it like for, I'm guessing, some kind of derogatory term for maybe disabled people or something? I'm guessing.
That's right.
Because I've never heard
In
that
fact,
before.
She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
I'm fine, I'm okay. Oh, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? Yeah.
She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. Yeah, I've never heard it without the O.
The world has a front and a back, a beginning and a bottom, sea of truth and a web of lies. She's quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Yeah, you do tend to drop letters like Macca's. Macca's is like a real weird way to refer to McDonald's. We call it Mackie D's here a lot of the time, though. The one that starts with SP. Yeah, no, I thought he might, you know, the word he was using might be the Aussie equivalent of that. Yeah, people don't use that very often anymore, to be fair. It's interesting, actually, because I saw a Reddit post this morning, I think, or yesterday, about how terms like idiot and moron used to be used for people who were maybe, you know, maybe had learning difficulties or that kind of thing. And then those words started being used in the mainstream just as insults. And then the same thing happened to the replacement, which was the arsler. Which is kind of weird that kind of thing happens. You know, these are medical terms that then become derogatory because people start using them as insults. It was quite interesting just seeing that. Macca's is almost the official term here. All the signs have it on. That's crazy.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm.
People using therapy speak for nefarious purposes? How do you mean? Like CBT, cock and ball torture? Is that what you're getting at, Wolfram?
In other words, within her is one personality that can handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Narcissist, yeah. A lot of people describe people as narcissists. It's overused. It is overused, I think. I think boundaries, I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen that used in a nefarious way. I think maybe these days people are just more aware that they need to put boundaries down.
I won't let Genocide Jack have control. To drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason
you
she
can't do
locked
X 'cause of
herself
my
in her
boundary?
room wasn't to keep other people from getting in.
I don't think I've ever heard that one.
It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her, of killing even more people.
How?
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any
She said she
time.
liked you.
And that trepidation is what's caused her to
I'm
have
pretty
such
sure.
a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
Whilst it's inaccurate, people use the terms psychopath and sociopath interchangeably. Whereas they're two different things, aren't they? They are two different things, and also I'm pretty sure psychopath isn't really something you can be diagnosed with either, if I'm not mistaken. There's no thing that makes you a psychopath, if I'm not mistaken. It's more like a mix of multiple different factors. So streamer yelled dickhead while checking off an invisible dick on the forehead. What the fuck? The fuck, Wolfram?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
Psychologists don't even use those terms anymore. Because they're not something you can be diagnosed with, are they?
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
I'm sorry. I couldn't keep her promise. Don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that, but you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
No one's believing this, right?
I swear I tried to control it, but...
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person? You don't mean...
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second... The fuck is this shit, man?
Well, hello there. Is
What?
it me you were hoping to see?
What the fuck is this shit?
You-
What the
So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna
You know, I will say split personalities are used a bit too much in media, right? And they're never used realistically. Always used a bit... Because there's no such thing as multiple personality disorder, is there? It's dissociative personality disorder or something. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. There is it's got a different name. It's not multiple personality disorder. That is a long tongue. You could lap up loads of milk with that, couldn't you? Don't know why that. Don't know why my. Don't know why I went there. I'm just thinking of a cat, you know, like, or a dog with water. But you know, like, okay.
I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
You've been watching that scene lately, all the time, man.
Toko, what happened to you?
You know this one. Is that? Oh shit! I forgot about that. I don't think I've ever seen that. They sealed the spirit of Genocide Jack in her toe when she was 9 years old, and the demon seal weakens whenever she Frenches somebody. It's deep lore. What the fuck is that? That was something someone mentioned ages ago. And we got the emote for it.
Not Toko. That's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
Can I know more about its origins? It's just someone showing how cats drink milk. I can't remember who mentioned that, so we could get the emote. I'm pretty sure it was probably Five. I'm just gonna pin it on him. That's a Five and emote if I've ever seen one. She could finish a lollipop in seconds with that tongue. Now, I don't know what's worse. I don't know what's worse. Me saying lap up milk, or fucking finish off a lollipop in seconds. Was that intentional, Celestia?
She's so intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
Wrap her tongue around a lollipop and pull it off like a Beyblade ripcord. She could. Oh, Five and no, I'm not reading that one out. Fucking hell.
This one is so
Grim.
different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
Sec, I need to get back to work after reading that utter filth Five and just wrote. How come I go with lapping up milk, I get fucking mocked for it, and then Fiven can just bust out that line, and we're all just like, yeah, that's all right, that's Fiven. Fiven don't care. Fiven's hidden, isn't he? He's safe. He's behind, he's behind the screen. No one can see him. No one knows his location. No one knows who he is. You try and hide from what you say. Yeah, but I'm more vulnerable, right? I'm on camera. Toko's voice actress must have had a field day with this character.
This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. This is so hot. Look at that tongue, man. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Oh, thank you for the good luck. I'm gonna need it. When the rhythm section comes up, I'm fucked.
Right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is
No.
responsible for Chihiro's death.
She's gonna say she isn't.
There's clearly a motive,
I'm ready.
so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack.
No.
If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined.
I'm not buying it.
So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Called it.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion. Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah, I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe she's totally right about that, but something still bothers me. What she said, I need to get some more detail about all of this.
There we fucking go.
Make your argument!
Status of dead body? It's fucking dead, mate. I can tell you that.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things. Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
I'm not sure it
What more
does.
proof do we need?
It was scissors. So status of the body might be a way to argue against that.
Give it up. You killed her.
Or are we going to say she did kill her? By countering her, what she says. Because she says, I didn't kill anyone, which would technically go against... We can try it. Oh, I missed. That's funny.
Perhaps if you had an
When you compare your past to
I'm going to go against this. Boom. No scissors.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that.
I just realised something about Genocide Jack files during the investigation. Jerry was a girl. All the victims of Genocide Jack were guys. I did think they might have been as well.
I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
They're all guys, yeah.
With passion and
And
conviction.
also scissors. There's no scissors. I mean, there's scissors all over. They're at every scene. Yeah,
consider myself a
I was right about the
professional,
scissors.
and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
That's quite American, right? I mean, we get ragu in the UK, but Chef Boyardee, that is very American.
This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases.
All
and
male
this-
and the scissors, which I noticed the scissors very early on.
In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. Here you see clear difference. The fatal injury?
It was scissors.
For one, the cause of death is different.
It was scissors. It was
In
scissors.
the Genocide Jack murder,
Just say scissors.
all the victims were killed the same way.
With scissors.
According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with
A pair of scissors? No way, dog! Who'd have seen that coming?
Hero died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody method
Can they
is
not
the
track her down?
tortellini,
No one else is buying this many pairs.
then the arrangement of the
That is
body
true.
would be the pesto sauce.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking? So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
No.
That's right. The second difference is related to how she was suspended. In the photos, the other Genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed through their hands. You'll see a clear difference.
Okay. What was used to suspend her? Well, they are all guys though as
Remember
well.
what the killer
You're not wrong
used
with
to
that one,
suspend
Celestia.
her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
So clearly she has some kind of
What is your point?
target.
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp
They're all guys with
scissors.
dark hair as well, to be fair. Some movies, despite him buying a hell of a lot of tape recorders.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement.
I mean, don't they find Jigsaw? I thought the police found him quite early on. Well, I say early on, in the first 3 films, right? I honestly can't remember. It's been a while since I watched Saw. And I didn't watch many of them. I watched like 2 of them. Yeah, Jigsaw dies pretty early, but the police find him, don't they? I mean, you don't want to watch any more than the first 2 Saws. The third Saw is probably one of the most fucking boring films I've ever watched. I absolutely despised the third film. It was boring as shit.
Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use.
Jigsaw isn't one person. No, you've got Tobin Bell's character. I've forgotten what he's called. And then you've got Amanda, who's his first apprentice, and then you've got the guy from the police in the fifth Saw film. Also becomes his assistant. Never seen any of the Saw movies. The first one is really good. The first one is actually a really good thriller. It's not torture porn. It's really good. The second one is okay. It's not as good as the first, but it's not torture porn yet. And then the rest are all torture porn. So, yeah. And they're all just really cringe shit effects. They're not great. They look like touch porn. The first film is actually very good, and if you like a thriller, it's really good. Really good twists in it. It was all filmed, well, majority of it is filmed in one room as well. Really cheap to make. Fucking great, though. I've heard Spiral's good, I think. I've heard Spiral's good. Because isn't that a precursor? Isn't that like a prequel? Am I right in thinking that? That was a prequel set before Saw 1?
You know what else? Big Mac said there's 2 differences, but he's wrong.
They're all men.
Mac? Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice?
Yeah, here we
Take a
go.
look at who the victims were
It is a
in
sequel.
each
Spiral Guys
genocide
inspired.
case.
Ah.
There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
Pattern?
Maybe I'm thinking of Jigsaw. Was Jigsaw a prequel? Maybe.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Jigsaw's the prequel. I've heard Spiral's good though, I think. Let's see. Yeah, they're all men. They're all men. They're all men. What? Chihiro was a girl, yeah.
Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Issei, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. That, for someone like targeting one group, that is a massive range in ages because you've got a 30-year-old, and then you've also got a 17-year-old who is likely still at school, a 14-year-old, very young. That is a massive range in ages there.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it!
I don't think the traps after 3 are that great. I watched up to 5, I think, and was like, fuck this. It might have even been up to 4, because 3 was awful.
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it. I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it.
I mean, the last one I watched, I can't remember exactly what happened, but I remember there was an ice block trap where someone's head just got squished with a block of ice. I was like, that is absolutely fucking bollocks. I like death games. Don't get me wrong, I like death games, but they have to be well written. I really liked Alice in Borderland. Alice in Borderland was brilliant. What other death games do I like? I'm trying to think of what else. There's definitely others. I just can't think of them right now. Big Fortnite fan. I love Fortnite, me.
But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
Nightmare on Elm Street is way too many movies. I've never seen a Nightmare on Elm Street. I'll say I think Final Destination is too many movies. I watched the first Final Destination and did not understand why there's more than one. I thought it was utter trash, but there you go.
So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is. It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
Tucker basically agrees you can't make spag bol without the spag. We're not getting back into that. I'm not letting you pull me back into this one. You're in the car? Yeah. Are you driving, Lenore? Driving and messaging in Twitch chat? Yeah.
That does make some amount of sense.
Halloween is way too many films. Should only watch the original by the great John Carpenter. What are your thoughts on the amount of Alien films? No need to watch the road. God will steer me where I need to go. God will take the wheel.
Whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Someone strong.
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors?
I don't know who would be strong enough to lift the dumbbell. I don't know if they'll bring that in as an argument for or against people.
I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class and
I haven't really thought about that until now. I'm hoping they don't try and use the weight of the dumbbell as a plot point.
Okay, whatever.
But we'll
Still
see.
aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
She's fully equipped.
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty
Right, after she's shown off the scissors, I reckon she's gonna have to be the next to die, right? Because if she survives and she commits murder later on, either someone's gonna frame her with the scissors. I guess someone could frame her with the scissors. Try and fool you.
Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. The rope's totally out of the question anyway.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
Yes. People who've done bad stuff can be innocent in another scenario.
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we
Well,
figured
no.
it had to be the real
Oh
deal,
my
not some copycat killer or
god.
whatever.
No one else knew about that. Who told you then, bitch? Actually, hold on. There is one person. No fucking way. It's you, Makoto. You know about it. One person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami?
I also have another theory, right? Kyoko, she seems very able to work things out, right? She started looking at the head wound on the body. Ultimate Detective could be in the police force, could have access to the files. All I'm saying.
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me.
He could throw it back at me and claim I knew about the file as well. I have an assumption. I think you hate the Genocide Jill thing. I think multiple personality disorders are overused. I think they're overused. I think that's fair to say.
Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Name 3 things that use it. Split. I mean, there's way more than 3 things. That's not difficult. I just can't think of what they are right now, but it's yeah, it's definitely not. Don't include Split. Why can't you include Split? You're literally going, name 3 things. I've discounted 1. I'm pretty sure there's an anime. Is it does Future Diary use it? I feel like. I could be wrong with that one because I haven't watched it. It's too obvious. There's yeah, Two-Face. There's definitely other things. They're not at the top of my mind right now, but it has been used quite a lot in media. And it's always used incorrectly. It's never accurate because it wouldn't be interesting if it was accurate. No, because it was like a used trope when I was a kid as well. I feel like when I was a kid, there was plenty of things with it in. Fight Club, that's true. I think Fight Club uses it differently though, right? I don't necessarily think you can include Fight Club in that trope. Because the way Fight Club uses it is inventive. Without spoilers, it's inventive. And I didn't know about that before I watched Fight Club, and I thought that was quite a cool way of using it. I know about the twist of Shutter Island. I've not watched it, but I know about the twist. I didn't know that used it though. There are quite a lot of things that use multiple personality disorder. It's a bit like Jack the Ripper as well. You know, like, whenever someone uses a Victorian setting, they go, "Oh, Jack the Ripper." Again? Really? We're doing Jack the Ripper again? Really? Really? You could do anything else. Anything else. It could be interesting. Jack the Ripper? Again? Again? Really? That one does me in. Gollum, I guess kind of. I prefer Jack the Panty Ripper. Okay, no, Lenora's Hifumi.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
And the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? Seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say?
Maybe you need to watch less anime. The Fumi showers more than once a year. Cat Villanori.
The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
Yeah, he'd agree, wouldn't he?
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There was a clear contradiction what Byakuya just said. Need to make it clear to everyone. Oh, what do you mean? There's a new feature. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the left mouse button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. You can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or a contradiction, you'll load the truth bullets. It might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. Oh, well, we're gonna have to use it here.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the
I
opportunity
think,
to check
what if we question this?
Chihiro, who was a, so of course I would suggest we check the
Huh?
girls' locker room first. There was no time for
Victim.
What's so
Oh
strange?
shit. Okay. Am I gonna use? No, I can't use that. Okay. Okay. So.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found
No.
the body.
Fuck. So wait. So I need to take a statement and use that to contradict something, don't I? I get it. Oh, this is more confusing.
So, you said Byakuya was acting
Before
kinda
we found the
weird
body.
before we found the body. But he was acting...
If you're presented with the opportunity to
That's a natural
The victim was Chihiro.
We didn't know that, did we? Was there someone else missing?
I'll tell you what's so strange about that.
I can't remember.
Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
Why was there someone else missing at the same
So
time?
your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see.
I can't remember if someone else was
That's a
missing.
good answer.
Honestly,
I
can't
must
remember.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But
Well,
your
if
claim
everyone
is
else,
still too weak.
if everyone else was around, Chihiro was the one missing. Like, and you know, if you think there's maybe been a murder, you know, you if there's only one person missing, you know it's them who's going to be dead. I don't know. That is.
Huh? What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. He's gone cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter?
Well, Chihiro
You're
was
not
definitely
finished
missing.
already, are you? There must be more to it.
Because everyone else turned up in the morning. Maybe Toko didn't? I can't remember. Even then, they're both women.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
Differences between this case and other Genocide Jack murders? The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there. What could it be? That's a good question. This is not going to be useful. We're going to have to trade this out for something else, I think.
Between the cases? You want me to explain it again?
Please explain it.
When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
It wasn't rope, it was a cable.
Very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Yes. He had seen it. It's because it's the lamp cable. I'm crazy. I'm crazy, dog.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Yeah.
Byakuya, you've
Yeah,
used
dog.
the extension
We're
cord
crazy.
in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time?
Surely he uses an extension cord. It's the perfect thing to
went
tie people up
missing
with.
after the murder.
No way, dog.
And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
Then Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room.
No.
Then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it.
You didn't kill her in the girls'
Is
locker
that
room.
about right?
You killed her in the boys. He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even
What's
involved?
I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
We kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second?
Are they going to say it's not Byakuya?
I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up
But
to
it was
make
done in the
look like
boys,
it
we
was the
know
work
that.
of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait. What was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean... Can I really just accept what Byakuya said as the truth? No, because it's... Oh my god. The scene of the crime.
I got it!
We know she was
Say
killed
you
in the
killed
boys.
Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder
It
took
did.
place somewhere
Oh
else?
my god.
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true...
I've got to say, right, Makoto's a bad detective. Can they replace
She
him?
was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that.
He's really slow. He collects all the evidence and then, you know, he's really slow with putting them together. Like, you know, we know instantly as when we walked in, we knew the killing was done in the men's changing room. We knew it was with the dumbbell. He's trying his best.
How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later,
Yeah.
along with the rest of the murder scene.
Yeah.
The rest of the murder scene?
Yep, she was wrapped in the carpet.
That was awfully specific. Please tell me you
And
have a reason
blood
for
was
saying
splattered on the poster, so that was swapped
I
over as well.
believe I do.
Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who'd been so confident up till now, maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual crime at the scene of the crime could have been somewhere
Don't
else.
just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else? Come
The
on,
bathroom,
Makoto.
the men's.
If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. There was something that was switched between the boys and girls' locker rooms. Well, it was the poster's one thing.
I got it. The proof that she was killed somewhere
But
else is
also the rug.
the poster that's hanging in
And
each
Sakura
locker room.
said she spilled coffee on the rug.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
That's crazy, dog.
Those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado.
Yeah, who's your favorite member of Tornado? I like this guy at the front with the like blue hair. Who's your favorite member? Paul. Yeah. Paul's the one with the brown hair in the middle, right? I'm glad they changed the
Again,
white stain to
That
pink.
doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
Yep,
You're
the rug.
referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein
The shit stain.
coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some
She just
protein coffee
shot on the
carpet.
carpet. She just shot on the carpet, but it's
But
covering
I
it up.
noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
It's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room
And we
carpet.
sniffed it and it wasn't coffee.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think? What? In other words,
Oh my god.
in order to completely swap the scene of the crime,
Yeah.
the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
To frame a man? No, to frame a woman.
Huh?
Sorry. Yeah, to frame a woman.
Why would they go to all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
That's a big question. That's what I asked.
To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook.
Maybe someone was
across the
helping
card
her
with your device.
train?
But Chihiro's handbook
And she was closer to
would have
boys.
only
Maybe.
allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room.
Unless they used Leon's handbook.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
Are you going to say Leon's handbook?
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Yeah. Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? Yeah, using Leon's handbook. That's what he's going to go with, isn't it? So she used Leon's handbook. And then they used hers to dump her in the girls.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Yes.
I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook.
No, that's not true. Well, it's not true.
Shit!
That it's not true. We know because she used the fucking handbook we found.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really...
She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer. I'm sure that would have been no.
Well, I don't think that's. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
Unless we say she couldn't use it. It's broken, right? Is that? Yeah, we're gonna say it's broken. But Monokuma said it wasn't.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh, Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's
No,
handbook?
there's a regulation against lending someone your handbook.
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
They're not gonna swing this around to the clairvoyant, are they? And go, oh, because he was a clairvoyant, he could tell how the bodies was positioned or some shit.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
And genocide Jack
So
case.
then, she must have hacked us, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
No, you can't borrow my e-handbook. It's mine, man. You can't have it.
The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Is that it then? Chihiro was killing the girls' locker room and Byakuya's the one who did it? Really? Still, I don't know what else I can
Hold
do.
on a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
Someone else
What
let
are
her
you
in.
talking about? What other way is there?
Oh, she stole someone's e-book.
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Oh!
Wait.
We can't just take a
What do you
break.
think you're doing?
That's not
Don't
allowed.
worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
No, it doesn't please me though.
It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Huh? For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show
Are they gonna
us?
make me? Are they gonna make me do the voices now?
Or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
All right, where we going? Where we off? So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was...
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands? No way!
It's probably best if I don't run my
They're gonna,
hands
are
over
they?
a girl's dead body.
They're not going for what I think, are they?
Doubt or anything. It's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
I think I've hit it on the head earlier, didn't I?
Screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This
Yeah,
is...
I'm right. You know what? I wanted to check her bedroom last stream, and we couldn't. And that would have also answered it because the bathroom would not have a lock on the door. And there would also have been a toolkit, not a sewing kit.
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
what?
is a boy.
I fucking called it. I fucking called it. And you guys made me act like I was fucking weird. I called this shit. I saw it coming. I saw it fucking coming. Behold. So. That makes sense. That makes sense. But I did know the term femboy. I didn't know if it was an okay term though, Derp. Didn't know if it was an okay term. I didn't know if people liked that term or not. Which is completely valid to not know whether something is okay to use or not. So I called this. So obviously Chihiro got in there because her ebook let her in there. Her murderer, also a boy, who used one of the girls' ebooks. So they used either Junko's or Sayaka's to get in the girls' room and put her in there. Or put him in there, rather, I guess, maybe. I don't know, it depends what pronoun. I guess she used she, didn't she? So she.
Ah, I see. So she actually he.
I'm not sure if this bit is aged well.
Thank you for confirming
I mean,
this fact.
what pronouns do you usually use for a femboy? I think it's debated on whether it's an okay term. Femboys are just boys. Okay, thank you. Look, this is a bit of a nowadays more of a minefield than it was back then, maybe. Or it feels like it to me is like, you know, I don't know. I don't want to offend anyone. They didn't know. I mean, Chihiro was going by she. That's why this is. You know, Chihiro introduced herself as a female. When in fact we discover biologically that isn't the case. Whether that makes them a femboy or trans, you know, we don't have enough information really to be able to say what's going on in this situation, right? Yeah, you think trans would be more right in this case, but this is a minefield, man.
What? You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
I think this game's a bit too old to have thought about it that way, Lenori. You know, this game came out on the PSP. We're talking a few generations ago, like game generations ago. I don't think it was. Obviously, you know, trans people have always been around, but I feel like it's very much more in the mainstream, maybe, and it's been, you know, more discussed about how to talk about it and stuff since then. You were indeed describing a femboy earlier when you were looking for a word.
Then it's really true?
I'm struggling. Yeah, I don't want to offend anyone. You know, it's like for someone who doesn't interact with like this side of things often, it's a bit of a minefield to, you know, in a public. It's kind of a public place, isn't it? When you put yourself on the internet like this, you know, if you're talking to a friend, you know, and you accidentally use the wrong word, and maybe they say, "Oh no, it's this," you know, that's not on camera in front of people and recorded to, you know, for people to refer back to later. Like, you know, it's a bit more. You've got to be more mindful in this situation and not, you know, not fuck up. You never know. You never know. You know.
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what?
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. Sometimes you will always mess up.
That right off the bat.
Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Then he was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
With language changing all the time, yeah, it is very hard, yeah.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Also, if you just try not to be a dick, usually fine. At least if you ask me. Well, I've had a few friends from uni transition, and like it's very hard to get out of that pattern of like referring to someone with the name you're used to. So I've fucked up on that a few times, but they usually get it. Don't be a dickhead, yeah. That's the main goal of life, right? Don't be a dickhead.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think that Chihiro was actually a guy? The thought had never even crossed my mind.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
So if the handbook did list their gender, I'm just going the diplomatic route. They're all saying his now. Their gender is male. Then their bathroom would not have had a lock on it, which I did want to check in the bedroom.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room, and the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
Showing you're making an effort. As long as you're not like this one's a tricky bastard though, right? Everyone else has just gone, nah, he like they're all denying it. They're like no, Chihiro's a boy now. Instantly, man. None of them know the word they.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
If you're struggling after a year, it starts to be like, huh.
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd.
To frame a girl, right? Because they think they've killed someone who can only go in the girls' locker room.
I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is a most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting.
There's
This has
some things
become
that
very interesting indeed.
don't line up though. Because at this point, it doesn't seem like it's Byakuya. I don't know. He didn't know all the facts. I don't think it's Byakuya.
He's off in his own little world.
I think they're going to try and spin it to be Mondo. Potentially. Because it has to be a guy, right?
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it.
Oh, so he's the accomplice.
But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
Wait, so he could be the accomplice. So you telling me he found Chihiro dead in the boys, used someone else's tablet or Chihiro's tablet? Chihiro's tablet would make sense, wouldn't it? It's right there, surely. Did you use? Oh no, they can't use Chihiro's tablet. It has to be one of the girls because Chihiro's would only let them in the boys. So he'd have to steal one of the ones from the purse box to get into the girls and tie Chihiro up in there.
What?
But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing
Yeah.
about this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it.
Did he let someone else in the boys, and they let him in the girls? That's also an option, right? The killer is actually a girl who worked with Byakuya to do this.
And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit.
Right. What do we have? I just want to try and piece this together a bit more. So that's about the carpet. Always decline the invitation because... did I mean go into the guys' locker room? These could be important. She gets on well with the men because I guess that was a hint. It's gone missing. Why? Oh, no. Okay. The bricked one. The bricked one is Chihiro's. That's Chihiro's. No. No. Oh. No. That doesn't change anything because someone else would then have Leon's, which wouldn't open any more doors for them because the two that would turn on were Junko's and Sayaka's, right? Ah, fuck.
I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Okay, he went into the girls' locker room.
Fucking with us right now?
No,
That can't be right.
Effing with you right
Wait,
now.
so he found the
I'm telling you
corpse
the truth.
in the girls' locker room.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Why was he in the girls' locker
Go
room?
ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're
He must
free
have
to
used someone
execute
else's
it along with the rest
handbook
of
to
us.
get in there. So he stole either Sayaka's or Junko's.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say?
Spiaki is a girl. Whoa!
Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
No one's questioned the fact how he got in there.
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
You're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did.
You're looking a bit sus now.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need
I
to
mean,
explore
the
every
dumbbell,
possibility.
the strength, it could be Mondo,
Because if
couldn't
we're
it?
wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
If Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? Only one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer's a guy. It's gotta be. Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you'd need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. That's still not enough. I need to find some more clues.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point.
Yep,
Even
here we
that
go.
might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
This is new info. Oh, fuck. Yep, not a contradiction. I keep thinking I can just use it as helpful information. I need a contradiction. I always forget.
Isn't there a single clue?
Because technically, it would still be a good place to put it in there.
Perhaps someone saw the victim. Yeah.
It's over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer.
No, that's wrong.
Muffo's a guy, right? Who can say?
I believe someone
this
else
point,
did
you know.
see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Who can say, man?
Now that you mention it, yes. I did see him.
Jury's still out on that. No spoilers.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
Need that winky reveal.
The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
Yep.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
So who's on bin duty right now?
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry.
Probably meeting someone to
Well,
train with.
Why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone
I think
was
Mondo
waiting for him
offered to train with Chihiro.
Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Would a cock reveal be sufficient evidence, though?
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
What a marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit,
Right.
So we just gotta figure out who it
was.
Mondo offered to
But
train,
knowing what
I'm
we
pretty
know,
sure.
I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Wanting to get strong, right?
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of.
Right.
Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints
I'm guessing
or
Mondo.
something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
I love that Kyoko always knows the answer, but makes you pick the
As
answer.
was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Well, that's like just being a good teacher, right? Because usually an answer would stick with you if you work it out yourself.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
There for exercise.
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Somehow it's really hard to believe.
They were going to train together. That'd be my obvious solution.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed.
Yes.
He was on his way to go exercise.
Yes.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
Okay, I think we're going to have to latch on to something
You heard
here.
him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
How did he know something like? Wait, what?
First of
Did I
all,
miss
we
something?
know where Chihiro, he was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose
I didn't
the
get that one.
specific tracksuit?
What do you mean?
Uh,
I got it! He picked that, it matched the one the culprit.
So, what the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
That could be true.
Cause exercising
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to...
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right?
Exercise. I guess it's exercise.
First of all, we know that he was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did
And
he
then
choose
we
the-
call out Mondo.
I got it! It matched the one the
So, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
No, fuck. I wanted to do the other bit about his being black.
Shoot!
But I don't know why we'd be able to tell that.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was
Yeah.
on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask,
Why did he choose...
What do you mean, the specific?
I got it! It matched the one the culprit was...
Right.
So, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
No.
Shoot!
What am I getting at? We need something that actually
First of all,
contradicts.
we know that he was on his way to go so next we have to, why did he choose this?
What do you
Yeah.
mean, the specific?
I got it! It matched the one the culprit...
Right,
So,
okay.
the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit.
Cause exercising.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse if you must.
Did any of that really help us get any closer?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right?
Can I not check the evidence right now?
First of all,
What am I missing? I feel like I'm definitely missing something. Talk us through what's being said. So they're talking about the colours of their tracksuits. Mondo says he's got black. Clairvoyant Boy says he's got white, and he got it from the warehouse. Mondo says they must have been wearing the same colour. But he's got black. Am I missing something? Like, we don't know what colour they have. We haven't ever seen them in a tracksuit. There's no clear contradiction, right? Are we just gonna have to lie and like take blue tracksuit and fire it at black tracksuit?
He was on his way to go, so next we have to. Why
Because
did he
he's kind of
choose
backing himself, isn't he? By saying,
It matched the one the culprit. So, what
The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
My tracksuit is black.
no.
Shoot.
first
I
of
guess
all,
Clairvoyant
we know
Boy
what the
sounds
hero
wrong,
headed.
right?
He was
As
on his
well.
way to go exercise.
But Clairvoyant Boy
So next we have
wouldn't
to
be
ask,
what
why
you'd
did he
consider
choose
strong,
this
right?
What do you mean the specific? I got it. It matched the one the culprit.
So, what? The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Oh, fuck off. I didn't want that one.
I don't even. Cause exercising.
I have a white tracksuit first. I got it from the warehouse if you must.
That's
know.
weird. That is weird, saying you got it from the warehouse, right?
Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What? First of all,
We know it. He was on his way, so next we have
So we're gonna.
What do you mean the specific? I got it. It matched the one the.
So we take
The killer was wearing the same blue
blue
tracksuit.
tracksuit.
My tracksuit is.
Cause exercising.
I have a white tracksuit.
That's weird.
personally.
No. What the fuck do you mean that's not weird?
Shoot.
Fuck. Nobody believes me. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say.
Uh-oh! Have we already come to the end of the debate? Well, then the class trial is officially adjourned. Now it's time to reveal who's the black and... Whoa!
It's one of those two. It has to be.
Here, the one with the most votes is Makoto. Makoto's not the blackened. Too bad. Looks like the real killer gets to graduate. Congratulations to them. On the other hand, everyone else must now be punished.
Is this really the end for all of us?
Is it all over? Yeah.
I refuse to give up yet.
first of all,
No, there's something that doesn't make sense with this so far for me. Yeah, we know where Chihiro has said it. Yeah, we know that.
We have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
Because
What
it
do
was
you
to
mean,
match.
Specific tracksuit.
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
Yeah.
My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
That is weird.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a...
You heard him, right? What?
How did he know something like that?
First of all, we know where Chihiro was heading. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to... Why did he choose the specific...
What do you mean, the specific?
I got it! It matched the one the culprit...
So, what you're saying... The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
That?
No, that's wrong. Hold on a second, Mondo.
But...
What did you just say?
Someone else already said that. Taka literally had said that the sentence before. And he repeated it in a different way. Taka literally said they were wearing the same clothes. And didn't Celeste tell everyone what colour the clothes were? Did Celeste not say the colour? Mate! Oh, fuck. Are you sure she didn't say blue clothes? She told us the colour earlier, though. Oh, I swear to fuck. I swear to fuck. I thought she'd already said the colour prior to this little bit.
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago,
Well,
she said...
Stuffing a track jacket. Oh.
She never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
I thought it had already been mentioned, man.
Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
Because we've got, you know what I mean? We've also got the visual.
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Yeah.
And Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No.
No, that can't be it.
Because we never found them.
Bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the
Yeah.
time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color
It was
the
Mondo.
tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died.
Cherry? Where the fuck has that come from? Cherry? Who the fuck is Cherry?
Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
It was in a bag. Yeah.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't
I
possibly
forgot they fucked in the
assume what
sauna,
color
yeah.
the tracksuit was.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it. To put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Because he said you could train with me
What made you so
previously.
That's a good question.
Where he was acting? No, the way he talked.
Turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as
I
dude.
did not catch that.
Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You noticed such a tiny
Yeah, I did not notice that detail.
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're
It makes
possibly
more
frightful.
sense in Japanese. Right. What, with Chan and Kun kind of thing?
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
They have more than that, yeah. Honorifics, man. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, dudes, to me, is gender neutral, right?
Mondo, was it really you?
I mean, I call some friends babes sometimes. Male friends.
Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah, he would never do something like that. This is a false accusation.
It's not, I'm afraid.
My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come. That's what my
Oh.
little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Is it on Monday by any chance?
What kind of evidence?
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
People who were born the same time this game came out can drink now? What? When did this game come out? What year?
If you really insist, then
2010. This game came out in 2010? No, they can't drink in the UK. I don't know where they can drink at 16. I was going to say. You've got to be 18 to drink in the UK. Yeah. I was looking at the year. I was like... Objection. You can with family. But that's not the same as having the, being able to drink, right? You can with a meal in the UK. Yeah, but that's not the same as being able to drink, you know what I mean? You can't buy alcohol yourself. Your dad could buy you a pint. That doesn't mean to me that doesn't mean you can drink, right? That is like you can have a little drink under supervision. I mean, anyone at any age can drink at home if their parents just let them. That's, I never had a full drink before I was 18, Lenore. I never really bothered until I was 18. You can still join the military at 16, yeah. You can, definitely. I mean, they're changing voting age to 16, that's crazy, isn't it? To be fair, though, it's legal to have a kid at 16, but you couldn't vote for a world the kid grew up in. It makes sense them getting the vote. It wouldn't be considered supply after 16. Has anyone ever been done for supply of alcohol, though? Didn't drink alcohol until I was 20 because I didn't like the taste. I just wasn't bothered about it when I was under 18. And then I went to uni, everyone was drinking. It kind of just became the social norm. That was what socializing was at uni, drinking.
Here it is.
It is weird that, like, the age for everything, you know, you can have a little bit of a drink, you can't gamble, and you can't watch porn. You can have a kid. It is insane. Started drinking at 17. Drank heavily since I was like 16, 17. Definitely left a mark. Oof. I drank quite a bit, like, between the ages of 18 and 21 because I was at uni, but now, don't really bother. You can fuck, but you can't watch fuck. True.
What do you have there?
Whose ebook is this?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Did someone say they'd lost theirs? Chihiro, it must be Chihiro's, right?
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
So, Mondo killed in the men's, moved the body to the women's, Yakuya went in there, and then tied the body up.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall.
Do they use biometrics?
For all your
No,
confidence,
the other two
that
wouldn't
is a
turn on if that
remarkably
was the
high
case.
failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
Voting age used to be 21 here in Australia, but during the Vietnam War, due to 18-year-olds being able to be drafted, changed it to 18. Can make you go die in the jungle, but you can't vote. It's crazy. Crazy. If you went to take a piss and found a dead body, would you still pee? I'd piss first and then report it, I think. I mean, let's be honest, they're dead already. They're dead already. What's 5 minutes gonna do? How did the handbook break? There's only one possible explanation. By hitting its weak point. That's got to be it, because you can't hack them and the alarm would blur.
That the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession,
then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness.
I think you call as you pee. I wouldn't be able to piss if someone was on the phone hearing me piss.
You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
Huh? You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
I think if I needed to piss, then I saw their body, I might end up either not pissing or worse. I don't want to know, Armed.
Oh well, have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is...
What's the weak point?
When it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
Ah, they were both near the incinerator because that's where the gym clothes have gone, right?
Flippin' knew it! You knew it?
Who's on duty then?
Because I found the handbook laying
Oh.
on the floor of the sauna.
Oh.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you
Oh
don't
no,
get
that wouldn't make
burnt,
sense because Leon didn't go that close to the incinerator. But his getting damaged.
It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried.
Right.
That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Wow, interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway,
Okay,
if you
so-
found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Well, they must have bricked Leon's.
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke?
Oh.
They'd realize
So
it
that
was
one's
broken, of
Mondo's.
course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why.
And he's got
And
Leon's
once
then.
they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done
Well,
something like that?
I guess
I don't
Taka
know
didn't
of
take his
anyone
in
who
then.
took their handbook into the sauna.
I do.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa, seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Who might have brought their handbook into the sauna? Had to be one who wore all their clothes in the sauna. It was... It was Mondo, wasn't it? Mondo wore clothes, right?
Here's
Right?
my answer.
He wore his clothes.
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Because he knew the tracksuit
Mondo
color
and
as
Taka
well.
had an
He's
endurance contest
fucking
in the
topped
sauna
himself
not too
there,
long
hasn't he?
ago. Remember?
Yep, there we
And
go.
for the
He was fully
contest,
dressed.
Mondo just so happened to
I
keep
remembered
his
he had his
school
top off,
uniform
so...
on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
And then he stole Leon's.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. The broken e-handbook is his.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Yeah.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
No, that's his. Ballin'.
No, that's wrong.
He's got Leon's.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to
Hard in what sense? Is it the gameplay armed, or is it the logic that's harder?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall, isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that
I-
actually works.
I mean, I think the first trial was fucking piss. This one has a bit more to it. Like, I didn't realize we hadn't said the color of the tracksuit. But other than that, logic-wise, it's not, you know what I mean?
After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's. Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
Yep.
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says
No! Oh my god, we've been over this, you fucking stupid woman! Oh! No, because it's only learning it. It's only agreeing to give someone your handbook. They can steal it, or, you know, they can use someone who's dead. Fuck me!
How I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead...
It's not learning! It's not learning, it's stealing!
It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks...
She's next. She better be fucking next. Get her going.
...violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch! What's wrong, bro? Come on! Tell him he's wrong! You are wrong! You have to be wrong! Everything you just said is wrong! You made it all up!
Okay.
Nope.
Then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear.
It's already
And we'll all
clear!
see who was right or wrong.
We don't have to do this. We don't have to do the closing argument. Okay. That goes there. Let's have a look. Right. Okay. Right. He went in there. With that. Tied her up. And then wrote Bloodlust on the wall. And then maybe that, and then that. I think so. Chiro enters. I don't know here. Oh. Wait, is that going in the door? That looks like going in the door, so I guess like that, and then rolling up the rug. And taking the poster down. Taking the body. Into the girls. This is... I don't know what goes here. Oh, wait. Maybe that? That would make sense, wouldn't it? Then moved it over. Maybe that. What's this one? Pick up the... Oh, yeah. Pick that up off the body.
Here's exactly what happened.
Is this right?
First, let's take a look back to before the incident.
I never got these right. They're quite hard. They're not done well. Some of the pictures aren't really clear what they're used for.
She was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
Because I struggled with the first one.
That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime.
To fit on Celeste. Look at her go.
She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
There we go. We got that right.
Simple.
Okay.
Because she was really a he. Which is why he
Next
was
charity
able
stream.
to use his
Oh,
own handbook to gain
that's a good
entrance
one.
to
That.
the boys' locker room.
You think because I dressed in a maid dress once, I'm gonna start cosplaying as Danganronpa characters? Is that what you're going for, Fiven?
Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him.
I'm not in that line of work, Fiven, I'm afraid.
It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro.
Bam.
And attacked him.
Then we get the splatter on the poster. I might have got this right first time. It depends. The later bits are a bit rocky, I think.
Locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned.
Pull off Sakura's
Which is why
outfit.
the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling off the
Sakura?
bloodstained carpet.
I know about Sakura from Naruto. Is that what you're on about? Or are you on about... Is there a Sakura in this?
Then, removing the bloody poster,
Oh, shit. The Japanese schoolgirl. Yep, my bad. What? How's that wrong? Is it the dumbbell? Is that what we're trying to get at?
the killer is you!
Sorry, I forgot the character's name. My bad.
Which is why the kill. Then, removing the bloody poster,
What do you mean that's wrong? What the fuck are you asking for? Oh. Is this what they're going for?
is you! Which is why the killer hurried. Then, removing the...
Yeah.
and finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker
They-
room, of course.
Right. They tried to take everything into account. He's not picked up the dumbbell.
But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a
They're
girl.
like, oh, you need to take everything into consideration, but they're not. They don't even consider that the dumbbell's been fucking moved here.
Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem.
It's implied. So's that they're going to the girls' fucking locker room then.
Exactly how the killer did it.
Fight me.
With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call
A crime scene switch.
That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided
They've still not
to
explained why he went into the girls' changing rooms, right? He clearly picked up one of the ex-students pieces. This bit.
So, after stumbling on the crime scene,
This bit I don't really get. I don't. Like. Yes, you can say he wants to play the game, but also he's playing the game against himself here. He's putting them all in danger.
he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body.
He's
Then,
weird, yeah.
using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna.
Yep.
There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence,
Mhm.
Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own
Yeah.
handbook. And that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Orada?
Bam. Yeah. Guy just got dangan. We danganed on his romper.
Wait. No. This can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence?
I
You
just
need
gave it
evidence.
all.
You need proof. Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
Evidence that Mondo is the killer? That already revealed itself earlier in the trial. I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now. Once I do that, everything will become clear. What do you mean a new fucking element? Okay. Only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of it. Wouldn't be fair if only you got the special time. Tempo mark will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. Mate. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not saying that's a risky thing
Show me
to
some
say.
evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you.
I can't remember what I'm meant to do. I can't remember.
Show me some evidence.
How do I shoot the bubbles? I don't remember this.
I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you.
Aim? How do you aim? Because you... Wait, do they have a cursor as well that I didn't see? I can't remember how this works. It's been too long, man. It's gonna be like this every fucking trial, isn't it? No, this is over. That's it. We've lost.
Refuse to give up yet.
If only there was instructions. No, there aren't any. They removed them from the game.
Show me some...
Oh. Fuck's sake. Gotta do it with right mouse.
You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False.
I don't get it. I'm pressing right mouse. Oh, there we go.
Show me
Fucking
some
hell.
evidence.
Oh yeah, you've got to do it on beat, haven't you?
False. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong.
How am I meant to get this right?
I refute you. False.
I hate this. I hate this. I genuinely hate this because I just can't do it.
False! You're corrupt! I refuse to vote!
I absolutely despise this.
False! You're corrupt!
I don't like rhythm sections, and when I can't see the rhythm, I can't fucking do it. I can't do rhythm. I actually hate rhythm games. It's really not that hard. What the fuck do you mean? I can't do rhythm games. Have you ever seen me play a rhythm game before? No, because well, you've probably seen one, and I absolutely hate it. I absolutely despise rhythm games. You found these easy? I despise rhythm games with a fucking passion. I cannot lie. There is something about them that just... I can't do. I can't do them. I have never succeeded at a rhythm game.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. You're corrupt. I refuse to vote. I refute you. False.
Here we go.
You're corrupt.
How long's his fucking time last?
Show me some evidence.
This should prove
What
it.
the fuck? How long's his time last? Fucking hell.
So far is right.
I absolutely despise
Mondo
rhythm
must have
games.
replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now.
I
Once we do that,
absolutely
we'll...
despise rhythm games. I can't do them.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
Look at this. I was doing great, and then we get to, like, that point. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you just have no rhythm. Mate, I played instruments. But I just can't do rhythm games.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank!
Here we
Who will
go.
you elect as the blackened this time around?
Well, it's clear. It's
Will
fucking
you make
Mondo.
the
He
right
admitted
choice or
it.
the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I don't like the way it doesn't give me any agency in voting. I wish it would let me just choose. And, you know, if I choose wrongly, then we all die. That'd be good, wouldn't it? I'd like that system.
What?
Oh, this time around, it looks like you got it right again. Yeah, it is. So the blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Owada. In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful.
I refuse to believe it. There's no way. No way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? 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 Why'd you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taking a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually...
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. But for anyone who doesn't really want to hear, you can hit the control key to fast forward the text.
God, I'm gonna have to say it all in his voice. Fuck.
There was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember. He couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out.
Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy.
But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him. It was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. Complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger.
I'm weak.
Weak, 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 weak.
Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept his fate. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely, hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, which of course included Chihiro's, which was more than willing to divulge.
He was a guy.
Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro's actually a boy!
Hey,
That was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack. The armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair.
What?
And yet...
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't really want to talk about it right now.
But...
Also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I could talk about it later.
And try my best to become strong. Then I can tell everyone.
Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my
I
chance.
want to change.
And get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better.
With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so, that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that'd be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask someone for help. But he wanted to tell that someone his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And that person went on.
Yeah, that's right.
It was me.
It sure was! The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were, so Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was a very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to be.
Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong.
That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro. Huh? He did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Was it that to cover up he did it?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real reason was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep a secret? Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got in the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See? Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed? Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why did you... Because no matter what, didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone. It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat myself.
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it.
Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. The only reason he had the chance to join the gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, they had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation, began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul.
The kid's gonna take over from Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad.
Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members, which is why...
I just...
Gotta get stronger than Daya. Once, just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
Don't care what it takes. Gotta come out on top.
And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. During the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly...
Oh my god. His older brother saved him. Nowhere.
Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words.
Kid. Fucked up. Sorry.
Of course, he knew it was his brother's fault, but Dyer never blamed him for what had happened.
Hey, kid. The rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. 'Cause it's the team. You and me together. It's a promise between men. Daya could get it. Daya. More like dying. Lol.
He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang, in order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother. Could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident, and as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who bested his big brother. Dyer was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation of what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad, he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I'm strong. Strong, 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 strong. And yet, as soon as our killing game began,
He realized, no matter how tough he pretended to be, he's just another weakling that could die in an instant. Then the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own older brother.
no matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. What happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, all would have been for nothing. So that's why. That's why I. Mondo. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness. Just started swirling around. I'd never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. It was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. Right there. He told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you.
But why? Why now? Why you tell me this all of a sudden?
Huh?
Because, I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But
You're right, but
I want to change.
I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever.
His words were like a knife in my gut. Felt like it was exposing the lie I'd been living myself.
I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. Can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I'd never had. I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
You making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now?
No, I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo.
Felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why'd you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to.
I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
The people that designed these characters must have had so much fun. Clearly there were no rules. What, you like the way all the characters are written, Lenore? That's right. I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Strong, 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 strong. Stronger than you.
You son of a bitch!
Stronger than Dyer. Don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. Had a dumbbell in my hand and was just staring at him, down on the ground. Hey!
I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. Hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his. Turned him cold-blooded. God damn it. Sayaka didn't look that insane. No, that's true. To be fair, right? It's just anime, isn't it? It is just anime where characters look fucking crazy. I mean, she looks pretty normal. She didn't look that crazy. That's pretty standard for anime. He looks weird. He looks kind of weird. He looks weird. Byakuya looks kind of standard for anime. Kiyotaka's not far off for anime apart from the way he dressed. Sakura's definitely out there. They get more insane as the series goes on. Are you telling me, like, they look weirder in the other games? Purple Eye's not crazy. It's standard for anime. I'm sorry, but she looks pretty standard for anime, right?
Look at him, you see? They're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory, for that he killed another human being in cold blood. He couldn't get free of his regrets from the outside world. Doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't.
You bastard! Just shut up, you son of a bitch! Go ahead! Say that again, I dare you!
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but fortunately I can't do that right now, 'cause the time for punishing is fast approaching.
Punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution?
That's what I promise you, right? The black and disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Mondo Awada, the ultimate biker gang leader.
No, wait.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
He's gone full Herbert, yeah, to save the voice, man. I said wait!
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Here we go. Bonk. What's the punishment gonna be for Mondo? Run over with a motorcycle, hit with a van or something? Oh, yeah, they're gonna run him straight into a truck, aren't they? Trindor, how you doing? Oh no. One of these? He joined at the end of the trial. It's rough, man. What the fuck is this? They're just gonna fry him in there? Is that it? What the fuck? I saw some of the twists coming. Didn't notice some of the logic. I saw Chihiro being a guy coming. I clocked onto that one. The rest of it, though, after Byakuya got ruled out, Mondo seemed like an obvious choice.
Life or death, and your soul will forever be at peace.
It can't be! My brother! Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. You'll just let it happen. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. But of course he had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game. Byakuya?
What is this?
You're completely insane, you know that? A game? One of our friends died, you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do, because this game is life or death.
Hey.
Don't have anything to say to you. Don't have a response except that
However,
I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting.
his voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone.
Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule too? That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late, and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse.
You mean you actually witnessed the murder?
He was such a fool. He not the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
Well...
So you're saying you knew the culprit was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed. If that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up.
You did it all to liven things up?
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, he decided to use that to create the fake murder scene. But damn man, if we hadn't figured out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. Of course.
Byakuya turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing me.
Thanks to a certain remarkable someone who never did, I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for.
What?
Correct.
So that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey.
There's something I'd like to ask you, Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh? I'm up next?
You
like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself.
What?
You're over-exaggerating.
I'm not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair.
Damn.
What do you mean?
Mean? Mean? Mean?
What the heck?
Mean. Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every stupid thing.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm gonna stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me.
Ah, the noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you.
Remember when the Bayonetta Via tried to blackmail the dev studio into paying her more money? Yeah, and she lied about what she'd been offered. That was absolutely insane, to be honest. I don't know why you'd do that. Like, that completely destroyed her, her fucking... She got booted? Yeah, she'd already got booted.
They'd already picked someone else over her because she wouldn't take a reasonable paycheck. She completely lost her, what the fuck do you call it? I guess legitimacy, reputation, yeah. Her career. Well, she lost her career. She lost her trustworthiness, credibility. There we go. FNAF King got it. Credibility. She lost all her credibility because she chose to be greedy and lie. And she's probably not worked. I'm guessing she's not worked in the industry since, right? We can have a look. Should we have a look? Bayonetta voice actor. Was it Helena Taylor? Let's have a look. What's she done since? Since Bayonetta 2, she's been in Anime Abandon. Don't know what that is. I think that's it. Everything else seems to predate it. They offered her a pay rise, she asked for more, and they said they couldn't afford it and got an UVA. Then said they tried to cut her pay. Yeah. They were you know, she said she wasn't getting paid much at all, right? She's done quite a few roles in a few different things on Ori, but nothing major. She was in one episode of Hellsing. She was in Super Smash Bros. As Bayonetta, obviously. She was in Dragon Age Origins as a character I don't know, Ban Alfstana. Yeah, she's not been massive in a lot of things. She said they're getting UVA. She didn't accept the cut. I don't know why she thought it was a good idea to lie. Yeah, I don't know why she thought it was a good idea to lie. Let me just say this. After I've achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm gonna find you and kill you. Understand?
In the name of my family.
In the name of the Tagami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up.
Oh, so cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you.
I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you.
Timber! Sounds like someone needs a nap.
Monokuma's laughter pealed across the courtroom and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mando. I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair. What's metal was the whole Mick Gordon versus ID Studios receipts got dropped around the same time. Didn't they do him dirty and now he's just like not working with them and working with all other kinds of people, right? She thought she could get away with it. That's insane though, isn't it? That's insane.
Like I was saying.
This is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part.
Oh.
You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
One thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
Ooh, my, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see,
So there's someone else who's going to be introduced. And there's someone who is working for Monokuma. Now, this isn't going to be Turko. I don't think. You know, you may think it should be, but it won't be.
And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Basically tried to leverage the Mick Gordon thing and the court of public opinion against the studio. I don't know why she thought they wouldn't pull out receipts though, right? That's a really dumb idea. King gives a pew-hoo-hoo. Pew-hoo-hoo! Is that what you want? Was that... Pew-hoo-hoo! That'll do it for you, Fiven. I think just because we've finished the trial, it might be a good place to stop around here, and then we just do game duels to finish off the stream.
I know I shouldn't cry, but I've had enough. I can't take it anymore. Getting out of here anytime soon.
But Fiven just got here. Fiven's only just arrived. You tell me it wasn't Fiven typing in chat for the entire stream?
It's impossible. I can't let myself think
Came at
about
the exact right time.
how much I want to get out of here. If I keep thinking like that, I might decide to.
Donuts? I need to eat some donuts. That'll cheer me up. Phase donuts, twisty donuts, jelly donuts, cream-filled donut holes, malasadas.
Okay.
Oh god of donuts, I'm praying for a wonderful encounter. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for breaking the nighttime rule. But right now for me, donuts are absolutely necessary.
Huh?
What's the sound? Sounds like it's coming from the bathhouse.
But
I'm super scared, but... Is someone there? What the fuck is that thing? Attached to Hifumi. What the fuck was that? The morning after the conclusion of the second-class trial. Everyone met up in the dining hall, just like always. I expected it to start like any other day. That's what I expected, but... Right, you know what, we're gonna stop here. Before we get too far into chapter 3. That's where we're gonna stop. And then we're gonna do Game Duel, and we'll do a few more daily games. He's hooked. I'm not hooked. I'm not hooked. This next one's your favourite trial in the game? What makes it so good, Amd? Is it the logic? Is it the murder? Is it the person who died? It's not going to be Hifumi who dies, right? Why do I feel like Hifumi's going to die? So that's why it's your favourite, because he's no longer alive. Oh, the stream's not going to automatically get my... Here we go. Way. What is this? I don't actually have a clue for this at the moment. I'm just like it when kids suffer. That's so armed core. That looks like a spaceship, right? I don't think. Oh, fuck. Yeah, you know what keeps happening? When I do Control Z to zoom on here, sometimes OBS decides it's a good time to like go backwards. So it just muted everything again and stuff, yeah. That's Homeworld is a good shout. We're gonna put Homeworld 1 in. It's Homeworld 2. Damn, Homeworld 2 was 2003. Damn. I've never played Homeworld. I thought Homeworld was like a 4X game. Is it not a 4X? Twos is a bit different. Oh. Because this looks... Oh, oh, there. There. That's a yeah from me. RTS. Yeah. Oh, is this Trials? That's a bike. Trials. Trials. Evolution, is it? Trials Fusion. No, it's not Trials. We were wrong. That's a normal bike, I think. It's not a motorbike. Yeah, that's a normal bike. That's a pedal bike. SFX? This looks nothing like Trials. BMX? No. I'm trying to think that does that game where you was it Ubisoft that did it where you can do skiing, snowboarding? I don't know if biking's also in that, but I can't remember what it's called. Steep? Is it Steep? Steep? Steep. Are you thinking of SSX, Derp? Because SSX was just snowboarding. There was nothing else to SSX. It was just a snowboarding game. As far as I'm aware. I remember there was a biking game that came out in like the last year or so. I don't think this looks that new though. It doesn't look old though. No, you might be thinking of Steep. There might have been a character with a wingsuit in SSX because I think there was multiple characters with different abilities. I could be wrong though, but I'm not sure. I only played one of them, and it was mostly concentrating on like doing tricks on the snowboard. There was a bike game that like literally came out this or last year. Well, last year or the year before, technically now. Pretty sure SSX is just snowboarding. I played this one, I think that's the last one they did. It was like a reboot, and then they never made another. Yeah, no idea of its name. Wasn't it done by a big company as well? Excitebike? No. I don't know if that does it look new though? It doesn't look old, does it? You've got a bit of lens flaring, which I feel is, you know, that puts it in, like, you know, the last so many years. I know this is art, so it might not actually be a game render, but it doesn't not look like a game render. I want to say like something like Fusion or Mayhem was in the title, you know, that kind of thing. I just can't remember what the title was. MX VS. Are these all the same game? MX VS ATV? Was that picking free? Street Kicks Freestyle, is that what you're thinking of? Riders Republic, that's the one. That's the one. Oh, that was earlier. Fuck, I did not think it was that far back. Was that Ubisoft as well? It was a Ubisoft game. I remember them announcing that. Doesn't exist on this. Hello? Whose leg is that? I don't think that's Bayonetta. But I could be wrong. Oh. You think that's ED? Was it ED? They don't have it, do they? I don't think. ED. It's not ED. It's not Mass Effect. Is it Catwoman? Maybe from the Batman games? This... It could be Catwoman, maybe. It's a lot of black. It also makes me think of, like, Cyberpunk. But, like, you know, this bit here, this isn't Cyberpunk. This bit, I was like, this could be something weird from Cyberpunk. Like, you know, a corp or the woman near the start, who you make a deal with when you're going to get into the Maelstrom's base. That foot's not Catwoman. That foot doesn't look human to you, really? I mean, that's just a big heel, man. I guess I can see what you mean, maybe. It's not Mass Effect, though. What other thing would have, like, a sexy alien in it? Mortal Kombat? Okay. Who do you think? This isn't Lady Dimitrescu. Nah. No, it's too skin tight. These look clawed. These hands are clawed. That's the end of the finger, and it continues. Now Catwoman has clawed hands. Scorpion. I mean, do you know a female one though? Sonya Blade. Alright. They don't have her. Oh, no, are you? No. Oh. That's more robotic, isn't it? Is it, No. It's, Atomic Heart. Yeah. What are the robots called in that? It's definitely a robot, isn't it? I haven't played Atomic Heart, so I don't have a clue. I'm just gonna guess it begins with a K. Don't know, that feels very Russian to me. But ask why, okay. It just does. And if it works out for me, you guys will be impressed. It's just intuition, you know. Alright, it might not begin with a K. I'm starting to lose hope. Oh my god, he's Danganronpa! You think B? Alright, we'll try B. This is just how we win. We just type in letters and we hope that they're right. I'm not seeing anything that says Atomic Heart on it yet. T? We're gonna guess it begins with T, alright. It's really annoying when you know who they are, but you don't know their name, isn't it? Could also be a V. You know, at this point in time we are just going, yeah, it could be any letter, couldn't it? It could be a letter in the alphabet. Hear me out. That's a crazy thought, isn't it? Oh. Oh. Well, there's no twin right. There was no twin right. There's a lot of softcore porn of these twins. Only softcore. No one cares about the right one. No. Everyone just wants the left one, man. Elimination, fast-paced, minigames. Ooh. Fast-paced, minigames, elimination, Mario Party. Wait, no. Can you be eliminated from Mario Party? Fall Guys. Oh, Fall Guys is such a shout. That's a good one. No. Party game, time limit, score-based. A party game where you can be eliminated And it's score based. Mario Party's shouting to me. What's the Lego Party game like? Can you be eliminated in that? Wii Party? What the fuck is Wii Party? It's not Wii Party. Party game, time limit, score based, skill based, arcade style, random rules. What about WarioWare? Was that ever a party game? Could you play that multiplayer? Any of the WarioWare games? Does anyone know? Because WarioWare is very fast-paced. Overcooked isn't mini-games. Gang Beasts is skill-based. Arcade style, random rules. Elimination's true though. We'll try Gang Beast. Oh. Instant death, physics based. Human fall flat. Party animals. Human fall flat? Would that have all of this? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I can't think of anything else that's physics based. Samurai gun. It's not on here. One, two, switch? What do you mean? This one? Oh, no, I know what this is. Move or die. I wouldn't describe this as physics-based, it's a platformer. It's move or die's alright. It's alright. It's nothing crazy. Okay, single player, Unreal Engine, after 2012. It is a shooter or an RPG. Let's try Fall, because I'm playing that recently. Okay, it's not last year, so it's between then. Oh, first person was wrong. Bollocks. I thought it was right. Fuck. Not PC. Fuck. Switch game. A Switch game that might be a role-playing game. Unreal Engine? Yeah, Nintendo wouldn't use the Unreal Engine, right? We don't know it was near 2013 though, right? We just know it's after 2012. What? What do you mean that's why it was yellow? Just an RPG that's not a shooter? A third-person RPG? But it has to be on a console other than PC. Why would you make it a Wii U exclusive? Bayonetta 2. It was Platinum Games? Or it was Nintendo? That has told us it's one of those consoles. And it's after 2014. Oh, Fire Emblem's a good shout. What Fire Emblem game came out after 2014? I know there was 3 Houses, but that's more recent, isn't it? Can you not play Versus on Fire Emblem? Is there no, like, PvP mode? Because there's no multiplayer. Wrong franchise. It's third person or isometric. Is this going to be a Pokemon game? It's isometric. This could be a Pokemon game. What Pokemon game came out in 2019? Or had they stopped doing them isometric by that point? Yeah, Pokemon wouldn't be just single player only, would it? What was that Unicorn game? Unicorn Overlord? Was that more recent though? That was more recent, right? Well, we both just jumped on it. That'd fill the niche, wouldn't it? Unicorn Overlord, right? This has been on here before though, I swear. Unicorn Overlord is a tactical game on the Switch. It actually looks quite sick, to be fair.
Yoshi!
Yoshi's Crafted World. Nope. Side view, mate. Oh, it's side view isometric. Side view isometric is feeling like Pokemon, I'm not gonna lie, but it can only be single player. It can only be single player. What about Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game? Did any of those come out in 2019? Have they done any more since Time and Space? It could also be a Mario game, maybe, because we haven't touched Mario yet. I don't know if Yoshi will count as Mario. Alright, what about Mario game from 2019? Because Mario would be side view and isometric. 100% because of the world map. Rabid. No, it's not Ubisoft. It's definitely Nintendo. Super Mario Maker 2. We'll try it. Right. That was just side view, it's not Mario. We can clear it. It's fucking just told us what we already know. So we're either looking at Pokemon or Legend of Zelda. But Zelda 2019, unless it was a remaster, Tears of the Kingdom was third person, and as was Breath of the Wild. Was there a Legend of Zelda remake? Maybe, but side view for Zelda. Link's Awakening. Did that have a side view bit to it? Yeah, Link's Awakening. Woo! That was quite close. Yo, dog, we did it, and it's stream ending time. While that's in Unreal, crazy, crazy. I don't think I'd ever seen this game until more recently. I didn't know there was a Zelda game that looked like this. Was that Yoshi in the fucking Zelda game? Did I see that right? Yeah, that's Yoshi. What are those recommends? Don't know what you mean. What are you on about? Those recommends? The dev isn't Nintendo. What do you mean? The dev's Grezzo. We knew Nintendo was publisher though. Whoever Grezzo is, man. I have never heard of Grezzo before. Grezzo is a Japanese video game developer. They did Final Fantasy XI. They have done... Oh, they have done quite a few Legend of Zelda games. They did Luigi's Mansion. Miitopia. They did Miitopia! Mate, what was that, like, me... You know, that like, me, platform, like, social media that they shut down because it was full of absolute shit. No, was it? Tomodachi Life would be what yeah, it might be Tomodachi Life. Because there was that. No, there was Tomodachi Life. No, it's something different. There was Miiverse and Miitomo. Yeah, Miitomo. There was Miiverse and Miitomo. But it was full of absolute shit. And I loved it. I loved, like, the shit that I saw come from it. It was crazy. So Miiverse was the first one, and they shut that down and made Miitomo, I think, is what happened. Crazy shit, man. We are going to finish on a raid. Who do we raid? Who do we raid? That's a good question, isn't it? We could raid Sholzy. Sholzy's live. She's playing Hollow Knight Silk Song. I don't really want to spoil it for myself, though. So maybe that's not for the best. Anyone got any suggestions for who to raid? Any suggestions at all? If not, we could raid Sholzy, and I could raid and run, so I don't miss. So well, I don't spoil anything. Big old Sholzy. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna do raid and run with Sholzy. Think she's in deep. Oh, okay. What, you'd advise not to even look? Have to take a nap? You're gonna sleep, Lenore? Have a good nap. Have good sleep. We'll raid. Nofiox. He's currently playing Bear and Hunger 2. Bam. Really random Fortnite streamer? No. I'm never going anywhere near Fortnite. Don't group me in with those heathens, Derp Chat. Don't do that to me, man. Thank you guys for all hanging out. I appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I will be back on Tuesday after I've gone back to work, so that'll be a struggle. Oh god, big yawn. Oh. Yeah, I'll actually have to leave the flat on Tuesday and go to work on Monday and go to work. God, and Tuesday. Oh, and Wednesday and Thursday. God, and Friday. That's depressing. Thank you all for hanging out. I appreciate it.